Hey, I'm Lindsay from the Rural Legend. I hope you are ready for a really epic thrifting trip today because there were so many things that I found at the thrift store. I want to show you all the things that I found that have potential, what I would do with them, maybe the materials that I would use to give them a makeover. There's also something that I noticed in this thrifting trip that I was not expecting, and I can't wait to talk to you about it. If you're new here, I am on a mission to prove that great home style doesn't have to cost a lot of money. Let's go thrifting. You may recognize this thrift store because I'm here every week and you have definitely seen it in my past videos. This vase is such an amazing shape. You could paint it any color you wanted, give it texture by adding baking soda to the paint. I just don't love that it's $19.99. Easter is just around the corner, and instead of buying a new Easter basket, consider thrifting one. Let's take a look at some of the knickknacks today. This little urn planter is such a great size. It would look so cute styled on a shelf or even by your kitchen sink. This floral pitcher is so darling. What a great piece for spring. You could add some kitchen utensils to it, use it as a flower vase, or you could use it for its intended purpose and fill it with liquid. I initially thought the vase beside it might be ironstone, but it's not. It's definitely not old enough, but the shape is beautiful. This little tray had such beautiful crackling and crazing on it. I thought it was vintage, but it fooled me. It's just from Pier 1. Don't forget to look for little toothbrush holders. They can make amazing flower vases, and you would treat the holes on top just like you would a flower frog. Both of these would be beautiful, except they have that little stopper on the bottom, so these might not be as watertight as I'd like. Little brass frames like this are always such a great thing to add to a nightstand, to your office. Look at this little Chinese vase. Colors are so beautiful, and it was in perfect condition. This tray was really interesting. I loved the art. Trays can be such a great foundation for a coffee table vignette, or because this one has such a beautiful piece of art, you could add a plate hook or two to the back and hang it as part of a gallery wall. I spy candlesticks. These little stubby candlesticks are super heavy. They actually ended up being pewter. Little candlesticks are such a great staple piece to have for your dining room for when you feel like entertaining. I loved the matting on this, especially the gold detail, such a cute piece of art. And if you didn't love the color of the frame, you could easily paint it. This cheery yellow pitcher looks like a piece of handmade pottery. It would be great to hold teaspoons by your coffee pot. This is such an amazing find. I have never seen in the wild a casserole set that has the lid, the base, and the glass insert. It was labeled as made in the USA. It's oven safe. This is definitely coming home with me, and black tags are half off today. Do you remember the Desert Rose plates that I found a couple weeks ago? Here's one on its own and it's cracked, but these are a really cool vintage find, especially if you can find a complete set. So much dishware at this thrift store. What else do we see? I immediately spotted something that was a unique shape. I had no idea what these were without doing a Google image search. I thought maybe they were for holding plates upright or napkins. Turns out they're to hold your silverware on a buffet table. I've seen these before as well. These lavender salad plates. They are so darling. And if I didn't already have an absurd amount of dishware, I probably would have brought these home. They're just so cool. What I haven't seen before is a plate like this. This was made in the 1920s. The floral design is a mixture of fruit and flowers, and it is so beautiful. This is a plate I would definitely put a plate hook on and hang on the wall. It is just stunning. And look at the big spring platter on the bottom. Those florals, I love it. I thought this was really interesting. This little artichoke, it looks like there's tomatoes on top. When I find unique pieces like this, I almost always do a Google image search just because I have a hunch it could be something collectible. Look at the little beading on the bottom of these drinking glasses. Also, look at how well curated and organized this Goodwill has their drinkware. Like, look at all of the glassware. Please don't buy brand new. Go shop secondhand. The restraint I had to use to not bring these teacups home. These are the cutest teacups I have ever seen. They were in perfect condition, vintage Mikasa. So perfect. I just don't drink tea and I don't need any more mugs. I don't know. Maybe I need to start drinking tea and hosting tea parties because those would be worth it. And look at these. They would make the cutest little soup bowls with their little handles on both sides. The dishes, obsessed. The brass and silver area is usually my favorite, but there was nothing there today, which, to be clear, is normal. It's not necessarily normal to find treasures every single time you go, which is why you have to go often and go lots of places. This is a little dish from Wilton Armitage, one of my favorite serveware brands. And then I turned the corner and found these serving trays. These can actually resell for like $40. The large one was listed at 10 bucks. The small ones were listed at $6.99. I'm gonna bring them home because I might try to resell them. Look how beautiful this bowl is. This is made in England. Again, the restraint that I had to hold on to not put this in the cart because I can't bring every single thing home. That's called hoarding. Another little made in England treasure, this metal box was so cute. I'm assuming it maybe held biscuits or candy originally. Such a darling piece that would look great styled on a shelf. Look at this beautiful original and signed artwork. It looks like really vibrant pastels, but it was done on wood. There's two of them here. The matting was great. The frames were in great condition. Don't buy your artwork at Target. Go to your thrift store and look for original works of art that spark joy and that you would love to have in your home. You will save so much money and you will have something that no one else does. Let's look at all the clear sparkly things, also known as glass and crystal. This candlestick, a great classic piece. And hello, giant collection of glass candlesticks. Some of these are actually crystal. I always wonder when I see a large collection of something, did someone donate these all at the same time or is it just a coincidence? Look at this cutie flower vase. This was heavy. Such a beautiful statement piece. Perfect for all those spring and summer blooms that hopefully you'll be cutting out of your own garden soon. I thought this bowl set was really interesting because look at that thick, narrow base. And because the glass was so thick, these would make a really great vessel for candles. This is another collection that has me thinking someone probably owned all of these and donated them all at the same time. You add these to a regular taper candlestick to turn it into a tea light holder. And the green color on all of these was stunning. Oh, the childhood fantasies that came back when I saw this dollhouse, except Goodwill. Why are we charging $50 for this piece? It's in good condition, but it's not like there's a lot of detail to it. Anyway, little hanging basket. Look at the bow and the multicolored. Yes, everything about this is so beautiful. Woo! I love it. It's giving cottage, farmhouse vibes, and I am here for it. Okay, we are hitting up Salvation Army next. This is $100, but look at this amazing piece of art. And speaking of that, get to know your thrift stores. You will find that there are certain categories that each one that tend to be your favorites. Like this Salvation Army, I know that I can always find a good piece of furniture. And their lamp selection is usually pretty good too. Look at this wicker one. Such a great piece. It would look adorable styled in a kid's bedroom. I don't love the fake ivy, but this planter has such great potential. If you didn't like the white, you could easily paint it, remove the ivy, and I would add a real plant. All right, one more piece from Salval before we move on to our last stop. This little vintage box was gorgeous. It would be great for jewelry styled on a vanity, your nightstand. It would also make a really great accent piece on a shelf. I would stack some books and then put this on top. Moving on to our last step of the day, and this is what I wanted to talk to you about. If you watched last week's video, you are going to see some things that look familiar. And if you didn't watch last week's video, go back and watch it because there were some treasures to be found. Like this table, it's still there. It's only $7. It's still sitting there. The cut crystal ice bucket, still there. Such great potential, such an amazing price, but no one has picked it up. And the little glass coasters that I wished I had grabbed last week were still there as well. And they were actually half off this week, so score for me. So here's a tip. We're all looking for different things at the thrift store, so don't be discouraged knowing, well, everyone's going thrifting these days. There isn't going to be anything left for me. Why should I bother? There are always things to be found. You just need to go in with an open mind, a creative eye, and a little bit of ingenuity. There is always something to be found. Things that I personally thought were absolute treasures last week. Maybe no one else saw them the way that I did. Maybe no one else wanted them as part of their style. They were still sitting there waiting for a new home. This is your sign to get yourself to a thrift store and just start looking. Take your favorite beverage, take an open mind, and take my list of tips with you. I have a written list on my blog of my best thrifting tips for a successful trip. I'm going to link it for you in the description so that you can save it, pin it. You can always keep it with you. Okay, I have to stop and talk about these brass wall sconces. These absolutely came home with me. These were just taped together. There's 2 of them here. And this vase, similar to the one that started this video, such great bones. If you painted it a more neutral color, it would look like it came right out of a Pottery Barn ad, but obviously for a fraction of the price. Look at this super heavy crystal ashtray. It would be a really great tray to put underneath a planter to catch water, or it would make a great trinket dish. This brass trivet is both form and function. Of course, you can use it for your hot dishes, but it would look so beautiful hanging in a kitchen. If I had a little girl, this cradle would have come home with me. All of the hand-painted detail, the little cushion, it was darling. Pewter footed bowl, yes please. Such a classic, elegant design. Look at this beautiful plate, from the design to the shape. Again, this is one of those plates that I would absolutely include in a gallery wall. Oh, and it's ironstone. Perfect. All right, I'm gonna check out and then we're gonna talk about everything I brought home today and what I plan to do with it. The first thing that I grabbed are these 1960s silver trays. This is silver plate. This part, of course, is not. There are 2 that are a medium size, and then there's a larger one. They are really, really beautiful. And I think they would look really great for fall. I need to clean them up, but they are just stunning. I am so excited about this piece. So it needs to be cleaned desperately. So I'll be using some silver polish on this. The lid and the base are crazy heavy. It has this baking dish. It's made in the USA. It's oven safe. And this piece just weighs so much. This, I'm assuming, is solid silver. I want to look for some markings. Look at that detail on the handles. It's just such a really cool piece, and I will definitely be using this for a hot, side dish on our table anytime we entertain. So pretty. This little vase is adorable. I love the black with the pop of spring colors. Really cute for flowers or just to style on its own on a bookshelf. It's in really great shape. There's no chips, no marks or scratches on it. It's just so pretty. This cutlery set is so sweet. I adore the gold trim and then the little curled handles. I don't have any spoons to put in this one, but this is my grandmother's antique silver. So I think I'm going to just keep these in one of my drawers in our buffet over there and just hold all of her silver in here. They are just a really cool piece, and I've never ever seen anything like this before. This was a great time to use my Google image app to identify what on earth these are for. Now that I have these home, I could take them apart. Look how beautiful this design is. These brass wall sconces for tapers are just stunning, and they are in such amazing shape. The patina on them is just perfect. This plate is so beautiful. It's like a little set of oranges and some blue and purple flowers. The crazing on this is stunning. You can't use this for food because the crazing, it just wouldn't be food safe. This is from Steubenville Ivory. I adore this piece, and it would look actually really great if I put it on the wall there. I think this piece with another one stacked on top, it's really easy to attach a plate hook to the back of plates. Even if it's got a lip like this would still be such a great piece to display as art. And it's so good for spring. Lastly, I'm so excited these were still at the thrift store. After I filmed them, the last time I took you thrifting with me, I thought, oh man, I kind of wish I had gotten them. They do have some discoloration, like a little yellowing around the edges, and it's not coming off. I just don't think there's any way to get that out. I could soak them in like a denture tablet to see, but it could just be part of the glass or just part of the fact that they're old. But this little trio is so sweet. I definitely will be using these for candles. This one would be a great size to put underneath a pot to catch water when I water a plant. This one is a great size for my rings by my kitchen sink. So many really cool things that you could do, and they are just really, really beautiful. The other great thing is that you can also just stack them. I love them. I'm so happy you came thrifting with me today. If you loved this video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. I have so many ideas and thrifting inspiration to share with you. Happy hunting.